gonna go wrong.
Oh, I got some Matt Mercer comments going on there.
Love it.
Yeah, man. He just Matt Mercer just did an interview with Phil DeFranco just recently too.
Yeah, I didn't watch it, but I saw that happened. Yeah,
Yeah, I had some spare time. I sat down and watched it. It was pretty good.
I
I'd
love
say
Matt
I got
Mercer,
coercion
but
down.
okay, perfect. I love Matt Mercer, but I would give anything to be married to Marisha. I love Marisha Ray. So good. All right, so for next up with your feeding type, you also get to gain 1 dot, and you get to choose. You can either get, and this is for your disciplines. You can either choose to get a dot in your potence, like you already have, so you can
Yeah.
bump that up to level 3, or you can get the discipline of dominate at level 1.
Okay.
And I mean, it is what it sounds like. So I'll just read you what they have.
It sounded pretty good.
Yeah, so dominate is mind control practiced through one's piercing gaze. You can stare at someone and either at level 1 tell them like I said forget for sin. There you go. And their memory clouds and they kind of forget what happened. So let's say for example you get caught feeding on someone. You look at someone, tell them to forget, and everything that just happened kind of just fades away.
I think I'm gonna take that.
Yeah, or the other option you can do is called oh gosh, I'm trying to remember exactly what it's called. It's not compel, is it? I can look it up. But basically, it's you give a single simple command to someone, and they are inclined to follow through with it. I can send those to you. So let me go ahead.
I think the first one. Can't you also go and tell someone just to go to sleep, as well?
I don't think they sleep. Yeah, hold on, let me. I think it's more so kind of like they stand there all wheezy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have it here though. Come on. There it is. Okay. So, level 1, cloud memory. By uttering the phrase forget, the user can make the dominated victim forget the current moment as well as the last few minutes, enough to mask a superficial feeding or a chance meeting. No new memories are formed, and if pressed, the victim realizes they have a few minutes missing. Or you can do compel. With eye contact, the vampire issues a victim a single action command, no longer than a short sentence to be obeyed to the letter. It must be possible to complete the command in a single turn. And blah, blah, blah. It's all up to me. So let me send
So
this
can
to
you
you.
compel someone to fall asleep?
Yeah. You could do that one. Yeah, for sure. Okay.
So forget or compel.
And I'm sending it to you in the chat, Crowley, so you have it.
Yep.
That is...
Then again, with potence, Crowley could just literally just knock them the piss out.
Right.
Or, with presence, he could compel them through intimidation to just do what the hell he wants. So,
Yeah, I think I can make them do, but forgetting things
that might be
That's-
actually the most useful to you, Crowley.
because I can make them do whatever the fuck I want. I don't need no magic Pammy bullshit. Except to, mind wipe.
Oh, okay. So these aren't the droids you're looking for. Doesn't work for you. You got to have the neuralizer. Got it. I know where your fandom lies, Crowley. Less Star Wars, more MIB.
I think cloud memory is going to be the best for you, but it's in the chat.
Oh, E.T., no. Yeah. E.T. says hi. She apologizes for not making it tonight. So, hi, E.T. But yeah, don't worry about it. You focus on feeling better. We talked about this. Just try to relax and just focus on feeling better.
I guess I put my abilities in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slots.
Yeah, you fill in the circles that match the rank you have in that discipline.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cloud memory it is.
Yeah, I can... If you guys ever need, an example character sheet, I have a bunch, so...
as any good GM or storyteller should.
Right.
These old characters make for great NPCs.
Wait,
They
Melty,
really do.
Yes?
can I be seen on stream?
Yes. Did you
Okay,
not?
so just for the legal thing,
It's
these are
plastic.
toys. These
Yeah.
are toys.
Uh-huh.
High detailed replicas.
Yes.
Highly detailed replicas.
Okay. So I assume they were airsoft guns.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Airsoft or paintball?
Yes.
Hey, Death, I like your Redditor cosplay.
I'm DJ Scully.
Yeah, TJ Scully. Halo! Welcome to the stream. You're new here. Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
No. So this is a session 0, Halo. Welcome to the stream. We are just starting out, character creation, that sort of things. I don't think we're announcing what clans we're playing because we're keeping outside character knowledge outside. So because this stream is going to be from my angle, you'll get the information that's pertaining to my character as that comes up through the course of the stream. But we don't want to spoil anything for anyone during the campaign because the masquerade is all about secrets.
Secrets. And then for you, Crowley, once you finish that, you also get choose between the two, or you can do a combo of. But you get to spend 3 dots between contacts and resources. Contacts are humans, not vampires, just so you know. So for example, let's say that you want to be a marijuana dealer, for example.
Okay.
Then you can have some contacts of, well, who are you getting it from, and that kind of thing.
Who's
who
your
are you selling to?
distributor?
Right. That's what contacts usually is, of course, depending on your background. Resources is based on like money. If you are a marijuana dealer, do you have just some other people selling for you, and they're coming in with some resources and some money of what they're doing? So you get 3 dots. You can either put all of them into contacts, you can either put all of them into resources, or you can do 2, 1, however you want to do it. So
Okay, where does this go?
So on the back side, you will find at the very on the second page, you will find where it says backgrounds.
Yeah.
Yep, you'll find where that's both where the contacts and resources is, and then you can determine how many dots you want on each. Are you more so relying on, I don't want to give anything away, but are you more so relying on things? If yes, resources. If you're relying more so on people, contacts. Depends on what your character is looking for.
All right, I picked.
On background, I haven't done that either yet, but given the nature of my background at this point, I did get 1 resource dot from other things, but I haven't put any more points in. You said there's 3 that I need to distribute?
Only Crowley does, based on his
okay.
feeding type, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought we had just gotten there. You're just... Okay.
Yeah.
So I
know,
got
there's
mine
a,
from...
There's a
feeding.
lot with your feeding styles that you get for it, so
Yeah.
I still have 2 more to do with, well, no, it's only 1 more to do with him. Your last one for the extortionist that you get, Crowley, is you do get an enemy flaw. So on the back side, you'll see background merits flaws. That's where you're going to put, you might have to type it in. If not, then if you can't do it because it's acting weird, I know for a fact on backgrounds there is an enemy option. However you want to do it, doesn't matter. That is going to be something we're going to have to talk about. It's a 2-point enemy flaw.
Okay.
So the example that it has here is, it could be the police. You could have a warrant out for your arrest. Or it could be someone who escaped from you and now wants to seek their revenge. Either way, there is a 2-star individual or organization that either wants you dead, arrested, or maybe just wants to beat the ever-living crap out of you. That all kind of determines on your story.
The Aid of the Gator.
This one is for everyone if anyone hasn't done it yet. It doesn't matter what, who, when, where, why you are. Everyone's going to be getting this. Everyone gets to spend 7 points in advantages and then has to pick 2 points worth in flaws. Now this is the one that's very much determined on the person individually. So need be, if this is where I need to, maybe go into separate servers, I will. Because, I don't want to give anything away. Meltman, you already has yours.
Yeah.
Taylor, you already have yours. Okay. So it's just Death and Crowley. Okay.
Yeah, when we were getting started just a little bit early so I could get volume levels and everything set up for the stream, we knocked that out real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Which, thankfully, with the background, a lot of that just kind of made sense.
All right. Well, I don't really care. Meltman, you're all good. So Crowley or Death? Who wants to go first?
Give it to Death. I'm trying to work this claw thing in.
Death
No worries.
was
Janky.
pointing at Crowley, and then Crowley's not looking up. He just said, "Go ahead and do Death."
I can see out the corner of my eyes.
All right. Well, I'm going to put the rest of you in a waiting room then, so.
All right.
All right.
And we get to go ahead and get shunted off.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So just me and you, chat. So since it is just me and you and we have some time to burn, this is Theo so far. So this is the character that I'm working with through character creation since it's just me and you. And I don't want to just sit here. So Theo is a concept that I worked out with Catherine ahead of time. I'm a failed blood experiment. Basically, I was the leader of the Chantry for the Tremere clan. Had gotten permission for a no question asked raising of a childer. And they did a ritual using an ancient scroll and an artifact that supposedly had the blood of a Methuselah in it. So technically I am of Clan Tremere, but let me go ahead and pull up the Discord description that I gave Catherine. Let's see. Okay. All right. Let's see. Using an ancient blood ritual, incomplete and of unknown origin due to the age and lost documentation, and requiring the blood of a Methuselah that was hid inside an artifact that was rumored to be a statue of someone close to Cain. The thing is, it was messy, the embrace violent, the promising human that was chosen for the embrace was almost destroyed in the process. Once stable, they were kept like a lab rat for months, with little to no explanation and only basic memories remaining of their human life. After tons of testing, the whole thing was ruled as a failure of unknown cause. As while I had changed, not only did I lose who I was as a human, but the common traits of Tremere were vastly muted. Thus, it was surmised that the blood artifact was likely a well-made fake and seemed to be nothing more, as I seemed to be nothing more to be a catif at best. As there was talk if the leader of the Chantry would be held responsible for this screw-up, possibly a unknown party stepped in to take charge of me, under the assumption maybe something can come of this. Throwing away a childer after all that work would be even more wasteful after all. Better to watch and observe what they have the potential to become. So basically, my sire is an adopted sire, Maldivis, and she's going to be looking after good old Theo, but he is going to arrive to her kind of beaten, battered, and bruised from some not too gentle testing done by the Tremere at the Chantry. So that means that as my character is an outcast of the Tremere, that is my character's dark secret. Only the high ups of the Tremere know that I am this failure, and if I go around claiming that I am a Tremere, then that will besmirch the name of the Tremere. And they're being perfectionists. They would rather see me dead than being a walking, talking failure that claims that I'm a member of their clan. So that's why I'm outed. Now, side effects, of course, of that ancient ritual is I am unboundable. I cannot be bloodbound to any vampire. Whether that's the ritual itself or the blood that was supposedly belonging to Methuselah's working, I don't know. I naturally seem to have the ability to retain information with eidetic memory really well, and I can go and hone in on different blood types very well, allowing me to have a higher resonance when doing my disciplines. I'm going with a mental, physical, and social based character here. So my brain power is where I'm going to be relying the most, but if needed, I could get physical. My social skills, though, being that I've lost everything that made me human, that's where I'm going to struggle. I'm going to be a sneaky boy with some blood magic here. So stealth is high, blood magic is high. And my disciplines I will be rolling with is obfuscate, which is going to be my highest talent. And this is basically the ability to not be seen. So with Cloak of Shadows, literally, if I'm holding still, people will have the natural inclinations to just not observe me. So if I'm standing in a room, I'm that one guy that until he moves, you would have forgotten that he was even there. So unnoticeable. Unseen passage I get with the second ring of obfuscate, that will allow me to pass through an area and actively try to remain unseen. With the third rank, I can even cloud machines to make them not record me. So I won't show up in photographs, I won't show up on camera, but again, I have to choose for either of these to be active. This is almost a completely passive abilities. These two I have to concentrate to be able to achieve. And then, of course, with blood sorcery, I think I get to pick corrosive vitae or taste for blood. I believe it's one or the other. I haven't decided yet. I'm going to talk with Catherine more about that. But my second level ability will be extinguish vitae. Vitae is the energy a vampire draws from the blood. So corrosive vitae would be the ability to go ahead and turn my blood corrosive so I can use it as a weapon. Because I have no real other damaging abilities, I might go for that one. And then extinguish vitae is where I can go ahead and reach out to another vampire and take all the sustenance that they got from a recent meal and remove that sustenance, thus making that vampire instantly hunger for blood again. Which, when a vampire gets hungry, they have to contend with the beast within. Each vampire has a beast that controls their predator-like instincts. So my predator, per se, is the Sandman. So naturally, my predilection is to find sleeping victims and to feed from them without disturbing them. They don't need to die from this, mind you. You can feed gently from a victim without killing them. And of course, that is the goal, because the whole point of the masquerade is to remain hidden. Dropping bodies left and right will often get vampire hunters coming after you, and I don't want that. So the humans hopefully never know I was there. They wake up feeling a little fatigued and drained as I've taken some blood from them in their sleep. With the combination of stealth being high and obfuscate, sneaking in up on a sleeping victim and draining them of blood is going to be fairly easy, I think. And of course, if I get a couple more ranks in blood sorcery, I think there's eventually an ability that allows me to drain blood from a distance that I'll be working towards. Still working on backgrounds as that is incomplete, but that's my character. So we're dealing with a sneaky boy that's also got some talents for blood magic. I'm not a brawler. I am very much a caster. But, I'm a caster that no one seems to notice is even in the room. So, but that's to give you an idea of what kind of character I'm hoping to portray. Good old Theo, thrown out by the Blood Mage clan, the Tremere, just because he wasn't what they expected to get from the blood ritual. So there we go. Since it's just us, I figured I would go and give you that little bit of a spoiler while Catherine is helping other people out. What days will we be streaming Vampire the Masquerade? What we'll be doing is it's going to be 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Saturdays. This is as this is session 0, it's outside of the normal schedule, but session 1 should be this Saturday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Crowley will also be streaming on his channel, so if you do want to make sure to go ahead, if you want to pick up Crowley's perspective, he's not streaming right now, but let me go ahead and let's see here. That's his Twitch channel. So if you're interested in watching the Vampire Masquerade stream from both my perspective and Crowley's perspective, I highly suggest you follow both of our channels. I don't believe anybody besides me and Crowley will be streaming. But again, if you follow my channel, you will get all of the one-on-ones with me, with Catherine, our storyteller, aka professional GM. If you follow Crowley, you'll be able to listen on those. We just ask, as you are passive viewers, do not spoil any in-character, out-of-character boundaries, which means that if I learn something in character, I should be able to act on it. But I do not want to learn something about character information that I wouldn't know about Crowley if you watch his stream. So please don't spoil things in the live chat for me. If I learn anything about Crowley's character, I want to learn it directly from gameplay. I don't want to learn it from a spoiler in live chat. And I hope you guys understand. I'm pretty sure that most of you are wonderful folks. You understand and get how we want to keep out-of-character information off to the side and not have that poisonous fruit in the game. Because once someone knows something out of character that would be useful in character, it is very tempting, even for the best players, to go ahead and act with that knowledge rather than to not act with that knowledge. And it just makes it easier on the GM to just keep them separate as much as possible. And again, as I said, I'm only spoiling my character because you're watching my stream. If you want to learn anything about Crowley, you'll have to see from his angle. And he's choosing not to stream the session 0. I'm the only one streaming the session 0 because I thought it would be an interesting way to go and get a primer in there. Get you guys used to this kind of format and how it works. I should have thought of more to cover during this. Do you guys have any questions for me since we do have this downtime? Any questions, queries, suggestions? I would love to hear them. You could do other games, but there is a question. Well, I don't know how short this intermission will be where she's talking to another player, and I would hate to go ahead and jump into something else, because the risk with jumping into another game while we wait is someone's looking to watch Vampire the Masquerade, and they tune into someone that's got their stream tagged as Vampire the Masquerade, and here I'm playing something like Nova Drift, which would probably be the only game that I would probably play, because Nova Drift is just an arcade kind of space shooter, and it can be picked up and put down at a moment's notice. I wouldn't want to get invested in any sort of game that would be more involved than something I could pick up and put down. But when you go ahead and play another game, when someone tunes in, you don't want them to feel like they get jebaited by someone mismarketing their stream. Let's see. Do you prefer post World of Darkness or the pre-nuke? Not sure I understand the question. Could you elaborate on that more for me? The rule revamp. See, this is the thing. If you're comparing the different editions, I think the only time I played this Vampire the Masquerade was back like in 2nd edition a long time ago. This is my first experience playing 5th edition, because I haven't played in literal years, so I don't have enough experience to justify that answer with a valid answer. I would say give me some time. Give me some time before we go ahead and... What's my favorite clan? Tremere. Tremere has been my favorite clan for the longest time. I like the idea of blood magic. So yeah. Tremere is one of my favorite clans. If you've watched any of my streams, you know I tend to like magic, period. That's why when you see me go ahead and play a character in D&D, you'll see me leaning into being a mage more often than not. When you see me playing even the Minecraft streams I do on Mondays, of course, the mods that I lean towards is Psalmcraft, which is, again, a thaumic alchemy of magic, so to speak. So I naturally like magic-based things, because in a way, what was the quote? Any science that is significantly advanced is indistinguishable from magic. So I do like technology, I like science, but I also believe that a lot of things that we don't understand, like quantum mechanics and those little bit of wonderful things, is that sort of thing. Hey, brother, I didn't realize you were watching my stream. I may have spoiled my character. I talked about my character earlier. Hopefully you weren't listening too much since you're in the campaign. And we're trying to keep out-of-character information out of character. You just joined. Okay, no one tell him all the stuff I just said about my character. Spoilers. Naughty, naughty. Yeah. But as you may know, Brother Death is one of the players in the campaign. So it's myself, Meltman. We have Taylor, also known as Canty. We have Brother Death. And then we have Crowley. And then we have Catherine, which is our GM or storyteller. And then I had a friend, E.T. Laserbeam, who would be joining us as well. Unfortunately, she is feeling ill and could not join the Session Zero. But Catherine is very much, Catherine is very much willing to go ahead and sit down with E.T. at a future time between now and the Session 1 this Saturday. Get her set up. You won't be staying when the call starts up again. Yeah, I figured as much. I'm actually considering whether or not I should just go to an intermission and then just go ahead and step away, take a break, use the restroom, get something to drink, because sadly, my chalice is empty of libation, so I must get beverage. So Does that sound good to everyone? We take a short break and come back in just a little bit. You're working on maintenance? Yeah, on your airsoft guns, right? Yeah, I figured as much. All right. Yeah, you definitely don't want that to cause any jamming. Then you lose the pressure of that air, and you just can't go ahead and hit targets as accurately, right? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and go to a short break here, folks. Let's throw that intermission screen up, and I will be back momentarily. And, you know, hopefully when I get back, the call will have resumed. So, burb.